This video is all about the new voices that you can find in the latest update of Arknights. If you know anyone who goes, EN voices are cringe! Bro, my phone's so shit, this is taking up so much space! Then please, show them this video because I'm on a mission to change their mind. Or if not, to help them have less space taken up on their phone. Let's first talk about storage matters. Now let's put the example that you've already downloaded the extra voice packs, whether it's the EN language, the CN, or the KR ones. If let's say you want to delete this data, there is currently no option in the game that allows you to delete voices. So in order to actually remove these, you're going to need to uninstall the game. And yes, I uninstalled the game just to reach this menu screen for you guys. So if you look over here, you can download various voice packs within the game. If you don't want to hear those additional voices, you can simply choose just the JP voice pack so that you can get voices for all the operators. Or if not, if you truly want to save space on your phone, you can actually consider to not even download any voices at all and just play the game that way. It is perfectly fine. So let's do that to see what happens. And you can hear that as soon as I launch my game, I'm hearing no operators speaking at all. This is very strange. Okay, I'm gonna agree to that policy because of course that's what happens when you reinstall the game. And yeah, there's absolutely no voices playing right now. This is what happens when you don't download any of them. If you wish to download those voices, you can simply do so by clicking on Game and then after scrolling down to Voice Resources. Click on Download and then it'll ask you what voice packs you want to download. You can't download operator voices individually. You have to download the entire language in order to experience them. And since I'm doing this video to talk about all the new voices, of course I'll be downloading every single one of them right now. So to the space conscious people, now I've shown you a way to save hundreds of megabytes on your phone. Let's get to the main course of the videos, which are the voices. Typically in a lot of other gacha games, when they have multiple languages in the game, you will have to set that particular language and all the characters of the game will be speaking that language. You can't set each individual character to a different voice that you might want to listen to. It looks similar to Arknights over here, where if you click on one of these settings, for example, if I click on EN, this will override all of the characters to become English voices as long as there is an English voice present. Same thing if I click on JP, this will reset everyone into a JP voice. But there's something real special about Arknights, that is you can customize each and every operator to the voice that you want to listen to. So even though you may not like English voices all that much, but the ability to set each voice individually could let you discover some wonderful voices within the game. If you look over here, there's a button that says Customize Voices. Click on the settings and you'll be brought to a beautiful menu that shows you all of the operators with various voices. If you click on JP, this will simply show you every single operator you own in the game. But by clicking on CN, EN, or KR, you will then know what voices in the game currently have those sets of voices. If you wish to test the voice lines of a character, for instance, you can click on the operator that you wish, and then listen to their voice, and then you can switch it around to the other voices as well, such as clicking on EN, clicking on CN, and clicking on KR. As beautiful as that, this way you can test out which voice do you want the most. As placed in the thumbnail of my video, I have 12 new voices that I really want you guys to try because these can become my new favorite voices of the game. I'm gonna start off with the English voices and my ultimate favorite one that you guys will have to know, which is gonna be for Phantom. Phantom is voiced by Bankura, who has an actual singing profession. His voice is just so silky smooth and sexy for you guys to actually love. Let's play some of his voices.
This darkness is a refuge, a throne, and paradise above all. The spirits of the dead have never left, and I've cursed the world from atop their bones.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
As I am now. Do you still wish to hear my song? Do you still dare to stand before me?
Love it so
Those in
much.
the dark cannot show you the way, nor can they see where you point. Don't tarry here. It's time for you to leave. This is Miss Christine. I don't know where she came from, nor do I know when she will leave. If she likes you, she will approach you on her own. Yes, just as she's doing right now.
The thing that I love about his voice is that it's such a theatrical voice. It's just so beautiful to listen to. I honestly feel Bankura did such a great job to reenact the personality that Phantom has. This is one of the top tier EN voices that I really think you guys have to try if you own a Phantom. I have one more voice line that I wish for you guys to listen to that will really sell Phantom for you guys. To my fellow Frenchmen over here, I've got a very special line that will surprise your ears. Let's play it.
Codename Phantom. The phantom behind the curtain. Gaspard de la Nuit. Tell me, who are your enemies? And where do they hide?
Oh my god, it's such an accurate voice that has gone on over here. So please, I hope that I can share the love that I have for Phantom's voice actor over here together with you guys. If Bankura hasn't surprised you enough on his work on Phantom, you'll be shocked to hear that he has voiced another character in the game, which is Noir Corne. And this will let you hear the vocal range of a voice actor.
My shield. Fun fact, I personally provide a portion of the energy it needs. Doctor, if I get to know you better, I figure my shield's gonna get even sturdier. Defender Noir Corne, reporting for duty. You need VIP protection? I'm your guy.
Oh my god, I love it.
I'm gonna get even stronger. Come on, say something. I've got this. That was all right. This wouldn't have happened if I'd worn my good mask. God damn it!
I freaking love it. It's so different from Phantom over here, and through this voice, you can kind of feel like Noir Corne is such a bro that you can have in the battlefield. This is why I really love it so much, and also recommend you guys to give this voice a try. The next voice I wish to highlight is Courier, who has been voiced by Joseph May. Joseph May has voiced Perdido from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Let's listen to some of his voice lines.
The comms equipment here, Rhodes Island, is way too good. At this rate, I'm going to lose my job. You want me to transport all these? That's a lot, Doctor. Come on, I'm not a miracle worker. Esteemed leader of Rhodes Island, your ally, Courier of the Snow Realm, is here at your service. If you get into any sort of trouble during your contract with Master Silverash, just snap your fingers, and I'll be there.
It's such a sweet voice. It's also another one of those voices where you can feel this operator is such a reliable one to have. So this is one of the reasons why I truly like this voice. Before I continue playing more of my favorite voice lines, I want to mention to you guys the surprising voice actors behind all of these characters. Notice over here is voiced by Charles Atkin, who is actually Gregory from Happy Death Day. For those of you who have watched Happy Death Day 1 or Happy Death Day 2, he is the doctor from that particular movie. So it's a surprise to see a full-blown actor being featured in the game. Hoshi's EN voice actress is Megan Martin, who have actually voiced Namine from Kingdom Hearts, and also Jessica from Until Dawn. Fatu's EN voice actress is Samantha Darkin, who has actually voiced Maya Fey from Ace Attorney. Ashlock's voice actress is Diana Bermudez, who has played a main role in the movie of Moon Knight. And Rangers could be a very surprising one for many of you guys because he is David Menkins, who voices Breach from Valorant. Let's go! A lot of people here have professional voice acting experience behind them, which is what makes this update so pleasant to enjoy. Let's continue showing you some of my favorite voices. Nearl was one of the earlier voices that was teased, and I think some of her voice lines are really beautiful.
A victory nodded in by capital bears no glory. Yet it was thus I first came to meet those souls who harbored faith, and was able to light that flame. I pray that this flame can show the way forward, that it may inspire those who crawl to stand back on their feet and forge ahead, that it sheds the darkness, that it reveals the true light of hope. Doctor, I have always firmly believed so.
The reason why I love this voice so much is that it really gives off the knightly character that Nearl has. Now the interesting thing over here is that even though I've set the EN voice for Nearl Alter, I've still kept the JP voice for Nearl Defender. This way, I'm actually still experiencing both languages at once. What a useful way to use the alters. Next up in new voices that I like is by Plume, and this is voiced by Rosie Jones. I couldn't really find much detail as to what she's voiced before, but still, I think she did a great job for Plume. Let's listen to it.
My name is Plume, formerly of the Pontifica Cohors Lateran. I will be your sword and your wings as I defend your very life. Thank you, Doctor. As your bodyguard, your approval is the best reward I can ask for. As the leader, it's my responsibility to keep everyone safe. You think you're faster than me? My resolve lies with my spear.
The main reason that I really like this voice is that it gives me the feeling that Plume is truly trying to protect me. I get this vibe even stronger compared to the other voices, which is why I actually chose the EN voice for this one. If I've done my research correctly, it seems that Rebecca Yeoh over here may just be a Singaporean voice actress, which makes me very surprised because I'm Singaporean myself. This is basically representation of my own country right over here. So let's listen to her voice lines.
The hoop on my leg? Oh, you mean what it's for? It's just for decoration. I've got this crystal over here. See? Wanna touch? When it comes to mountaineering, I won't lose to anyone. No one knows these tools better than me. They make great weapons too. I'm Cliffheart, and I live to conquer the peaks. It's nice to meet you. I'll show them just what I can do.
I really love the cheeriness that is given off from this English voice. It really sells out the personality that Cliffheart has. I do still very much like the JP voice, but I feel that I can click better together with Cliffheart through her English voice, which is why I strongly prefer this one. I've been speaking so much about the EN voice, allow me to also surprise you guys with some of the KR voices as well. This one, I've set it to KR voice because I really love the deepness that comes off from this particular Silverash. Let's listen to it.
카런과 로도스 아일랜드가 얼마나 견고한 신뢰관계를 쌓을 수 있는지는 우리들이 생각하기에 달려있다. 그러니 될 수 있는 한 친하게 지내는 게 좋지 않겠나. 나의 맹우여. 말도 안 되는 조약이라는 건 알고 있다만 그게 뭐 어쨌다는 건가. 난 이 불평등한 조약을 받아들이겠다. 내겐 그만한 가치가 있다는 걸 나 실버 애쉬가 인정하고 있다는 것이다. 날 전장에 서게 만들다니 배짱이 도둑하구나. 그렇다면 이 실버 애쉬의 실력 로도스 아일랜드의 모두에게 보여주도록 하지.
I can really hear that strength in the voice. It really gives you that feeling of Silverash being such a badass, which is why I love this voice the most. I have to praise all the 4 languages of voices here because I think they all sold Silverash so nicely. And on the topic of KR voices, you should also listen to Roberta.
모두한테 다 맞는 색깔의 베이스는 없을 것 같은데? 얼굴 좀만 더 이쪽으로 당겨줄래? 고마워. 너무 힘 안 들어가게 조심할게. 표면 근거리 트래킹 오토 필링 컨실러! 하이에너지 원석 중에 시드 SS 익스트랙션 스타일링 스프레이! 페이셜 번 풀 스트럭처드 셀프 이미지 쉐이딩 하이라이터!
What I really love is that it's exactly the same vibe as the JP one, and I can't wait to hear how the EN one might just pull this particular voice off. It's gonna be quite a challenge, but I think Roberta sounds so pleasing to the ears in the KR voice, which is why I really love this selection. The next voice to showcase is Texas, who is voiced by Jessica Preddy. One of her notable roles is Vale from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Let's hear it.
How long have I worked for Penguin Logistics? When did I start? I don't even know how long it's been. Watch out for the Red Wolf. She's not evil, but she's not like us. My independent lifestyle and rowdy friends have brought me a lot of trouble. But I kind of like it this way. Codename Texas. I'm responsible for driving, moving cargo, and keeping our people safe. Try to get the mission briefings as concise as possible, please. Thanks for trusting me, Doctor.
The thing I really like about this voice is that it gives a different interpretation of Texas. Over here in this voice, it can give a little bit of an edgy feel to Texas, but I quite like that because that's kind of my impression of her when I first met her in this game. Some of the other voices like the JP one and the CN one does give a bit more of that mafia boss feel. But over here, I kind of feel that Texas is presented a little bit younger, which is something that I really like. The good thing about being able to choose the voice that you want to listen to is to feel for the voice that suits your interpretation together with the voice actress, which is why the ability to individually select voices is such a tremendous feature in this game. Next up, I've got Nightingale, who is voiced by Sophie Colocon. I'm not very certain as to her portfolio, but I gotta say she has quite an impressive voice.
Once upon a time, I was imprisoned in an empty room. I only saw another human being when they needed my healing. The memories I have are mere fragments. My people, Originium, my mission, the rebellion, the war. But tell me, why are you in one of my memories too? How did I end up like this? Why must I suffer all that I do? Doctor, do you have the answers?
The thing that I find marvelous about this voice is that it's very whispery, it's quite ASMR-y. But that's kind of the feeling that Nightingale gives off in all her other voices as well. And I think with the English one, it makes me feel a little bit closer to the voice, making me feel that I'm kind of there, present with Nightingale, which is why I decided to choose this voice instead. The next one that I've got in line is Platinum, who is voiced by Rosie Day. I'm also not too certain about her portfolio, but let's listen to what she's got.
Ah, it's Miss Nearl. No, I wasn't going to lay a hand on her. I'm just worried she's going to charge at me with her hammer. There are so many interesting people at Rhodes Island. It would be nice if I could make a friend or two to travel with. Promotion? Isn't the rank of Platinum already intimidating enough? Oh, you are an interesting one. Really? I'm commanding? It's not my strongest suit, but alright.
What I really like about this one is, again, it's a matter of difference of interpretation. This time around, I get a feeling where Platinum gets more easily pissed off, which is honestly a unique character of Platinum. It's a trait that I've always envisioned of Platinum to have. So this is why I really like this voice over here. And funnily enough, I do feel that every single language does present Platinum a little more differently. So you can pick your poison, choose what suits your desires. Closing off, I've got Ansel, who is voiced by a female voice actress.
Cardigan, we've told you. If you move like that when you strike, you'll wind up getting hurt. I'm Ansel. It's a little embarrassing to admit, but I chose to become a medic because I've been sickly since I was young. But now that I'm an operator, I'll make sure not to burden you. So please, treat me just the same way you treat the others.
Yes, treat him just the same way as you treat others, alright?
I am Ansel, a medical intern. I'll be assisting with surgery and internal medicine, among other things. I look forward to working with you. I'm glad that you care so much for the well-being of us medics.
I really like it because it gives Ansel a little bit of that truly a young boy vibe, and he's just someone who's trying to learn his ways through life. I gotta say though, for the fact that this is a female voice actress voicing a particular male character, it makes you feel things. But kudos to the VA over here, she has done an amazing job to present Ansel beautifully. With that, those are my favorite voices that I've gained from all of the EN selections. There are some that I find pretty good, some that are decent, but I will choose my favorite one overall out of the 4 languages. I have to mention one particular character though, which is Axia's one. Now,
Locked and loaded, ready for action.
Now the thing about
today, leader?
Axia's EN voice is that I'm heavily reminded of Jinx from LOL. I do think that the voice is super beautiful. However, I have to highlight that this is my least favorite voice, not because the voice is bad. The thing is, I think this is a great voice actress, but I don't think she's playing the correct character right now, because her voice kind of gives me the feeling where Axia is a really psycho person, which there is a little bit of that psychoness in Axia, but it's not to the extent that I hear in this voice. Nonetheless, I've enjoyed all these new voice selections and I hope you have as well. Let me know what you think of all these voices, who do you like, who may you not like as much, and remember to also be respectful of all these voice actors no matter the kind of comments that you want to make. Alright, that's that for me in this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.